Trust the process, or trusting the process, is a term I expect you are familiar with and have come across a few times on this journey. It's something that is used as an incentive to keep going through the more challenging times. On the surface, trust the process can seem like just 3 words, but actually these 3 words hold a lot of meaning. The reason I have used them is to highlight the significance and importance of what these 3 words mean throughout a twin flame journey. Trusting the process on this journey, most of us will find extremely difficult to do. Not just at the beginning, or if you are struggling and going through the chasing and looping stage, but also trusting the many different phases that happens on this journey can and will challenge us many times throughout. Not to mention going through dark night of the soul. Every step of the way we are being asked to trust in one way or another. Trusting the process is about being comfortable with the unknown, and it is essential on the twin flame journey. Anyway, hi and welcome. I'm Melanie. I'm going to be going deeper into what this term requires of us on this journey and giving some practical advice on how to navigate this day to day, because from the beginning, this journey asks you to trust that this person you have met is your divine counterpart, your twin, that what has happened and is happening is real, that it's not a soulmate, that it's something more, something bigger, to trust in divine timing, and that everything is happening for your highest good, plus a whole lot more. Trusting the process can challenge us in many ways. We can have moments of sheer joy and bliss when our twin comes back in, or also maybe when we have purged and healed from some difficult traumas that we've worked on. And then other times when we can feel stuck, lost and confused, leading us to doubt and become insecure about our twin, our awakening, ourselves, a journey. You may have said to yourself many times, am I even on this journey? Is this really happening to me? Trusting the process is probably not just something that you will find hard to do, but you will also fear doing, because for a lot of us, trusting anything or anybody will be a big ask. Meeting your twin will have catapulted you onto this journey of awakening, and it can be overwhelming to say the least, and you will probably have felt and feel emotionally tossed about, not only because this encounter would have caused you to have a spiritual awakening, which alone can cause you to feel that nothing makes sense anymore, but also because of this intense love and energetic pull you have towards your twin, because your soul has recognized itself in the other person. Many of you probably won't want to believe at first this person is your divine counterpart. You will want to chase and cling on if you are at that stage, still believing the story of this being just a romantic relationship, or wanting to give up on the journey and your twin because of not being able to get out of the looping stage of going around and around in circles, getting nowhere. And even down the line, when you have done a lot of work on yourself and you are in a much calmer and stable place, but still going through the separation phase, you can still at times feel those big waves of the push-pull energy with your twin, and you can and will have times of sheer frustration and huge doubt. This can be from your twin triggering you in some way, that can be in the physical, if they come back in, or energetically, when you get those huge waves of divine masculine's energy, or it can be from old wounds coming to the surface for you to heal. So why do we find trusting the process so challenging? Well, firstly, trusting involves letting go of the need to control something, whatever that may be. Trusting requires you to go with the flow and allow. But just letting things be and not being able to control what is happening is scary. It makes us feel vulnerable and is uncomfortable for us to do. Secondly, like I've mentioned in previous videos, most twins will have usually had difficult traumatic and turbulent lives, going right back to their early childhoods, which would have led to insecurities, making twins want to be in control more because of these insecurities. So trust will be a big issue. We believe that the opposite is true, that we must control everything in our lives. We must make plans. We worry about things going wrong if we don't do this, that, and the other, that it will be a disaster. We feel that we must always be doing something, making something happen in order for us to feel in control. But that is our ego controlling us. Please realise and remember that this whole journey is about you having a spiritual awakening and about you aligning with your soul and becoming the person that you came here to be. Your divine masculine came in to wake you up, and as much as you may be resisting or forcing, not wanting to believe it or trust it, however much you may be holding on to the story and belief that it is a soulmate, wherever you currently are on this journey, even if you are no longer in that chasing energy, that you have aligned with your soul more, this journey will still require you to trust the process. But what does that actually look like day to day? How do you achieve that? Especially in the challenging times when you get those huge waves of doubt or you feel the push-pull with your divine masculine energetically. The twin flame journey is specifically designed for you to wake up and remember who you truly are. That you are a soul living a human experience, that your soul decided before incarnating that it wanted to split into two separate bodies, one with a feminine energy and one with a masculine energy. Now, I'm not talking about the gender here, but the energy. Also, for you to heal from all your traumas, letting go of what no longer serves you, to teach you self-love and unconditional love, for you to align with your soul, balancing your divine feminine and divine masculine energies within you, to ascend, come into union within yourself. And yes, come into union in the physical with your divine masculine, so you can both fulfill your mission to anchor in unconditional love on the planet through whatever your soul mission is. Trusting the process of this journey from the beginning and throughout will require you to step back, pause and be patient. Allow and go with the flow, with no resistance and no forcing. Bringing your attention focus back to you. Yes, it's hard and painful when you are trying not to check their social media, etc. Longing for them to come back in, doubting, trying to process all the things that you are learning about this journey, working through past traumas that you would rather push down and bury and forget. All totally understandable that you would feel this way. I get it. But where has the chasing, longing, doubting and burying those painful traumas and memories got you? Divine Feminine, I want you to seriously ask yourself, do you want to stay in this pain, both with looping with your twin and avoiding things that have hurt you so much, believing that by burying something is the only way of coping with it, when actually when you look at what is coming up for you to heal and deal with on this journey, making those steps towards choosing you by working on yourself, you realise that whatever it was needed to come up to be healed. Usually after you have healed from something, you feel so much lighter and amazing even, because you have lightened your load, your burden of something that was overdue to be healed. Realise that this journey is happening for you, not to you. What have you got to lose, Divine Feminine, by taking small steps towards getting out of the chasing energy, the doubting, slowly letting go of the need to control what is happening on this journey and with your twin, to begin to focus on you and not your twin, to show yourself love, making you the main character of your own story, focusing on you, being there for yourself, showing up for you. The way to navigate this is with small, consistent steps. Even if you've been on this journey for a while and you are making progress, there will be times that doubt rears its head and times when you can struggle. So start with regularly showing yourself how much you appreciate you. Self-love in whatever way that looks like for you. Maybe affirmations. They can be an excellent way of showing your self-love. Doing something that you enjoy, something that lights you up, all this will really help you bring your focus onto you. Listen to your intuition more and more and your ego less. Practice doing this as much as you can. If you are having trouble with knowing when it's your ego talking or your soul, then you may want to watch an earlier video I made on the differences of the ego and soul. I will leave the link in the description below. However, a good tip to know which is which would be your ego shouts at you with fear-based thoughts and your soul is much quieter, normally giving you gentler nudges in feelings. Remember, your soul doesn't need to shout, as your soul just is. It is the truth of who you are. Your ego, on the other hand, wants to control you, so will shout to be heard. Connect with your soul through meditations. Just be quiet and still. Maybe going out into nature. Be patient with yourself, the journey and your twin. Patience on this whole journey is so important. You know, when you meet your divine masculine, you are so keen to hear from them, speak to them, meet up with them. You just want to get into a relationship with them. Then also, once you start to realize what this connection is with this person and you hear you have to do this, that and the other to get into union, you can feel either daunted by it or you can have a sense of urgency, if that makes sense. You know, be driven by wanting union, which is natural, but be careful that you are doing the work for you and not to purely come into union with your twin. Being impatient can manifest itself by you wanting union so much that you don't go deep enough when doing the work on yourself. You may want to skip or avoid certain things, and this can block your progress. If that happens, you will find you just keep looping. All you can do is consistently work on yourself for yourself. Allow and go with the flow, which goes hand in hand with being patient. If you can allow your journey and your life to unfold how it is meant to be, you will find that you will get out of your own way. We quite often believe that controlling all the details of our life, you know, by forcing or resisting something, worrying about something, will help us, but the opposite is true. This is a waste of your energy. What is yours is already yours, and by you just allowing and trusting that the divine, the universe, has got this and you, means you can focus your energy on co-creating the life you want. Realizing your triggers are signposts to help you to recognize that you need to go deeper on whatever has triggered you. Don't ignore or avoid your triggers. They are the first step for you to discover what you need to work on to heal. They are highlighting to you that there is something else that lies behind or underneath. I can guarantee you, whatever is triggering you in the moment is never the real issue of why you are being triggered. They always relate to something from your past. And you will always have that trigger if you don't deal with it with what it relates to, so you can heal from it. Another way of helping you to trust the process is being open to all the signs, synchronicities and messages you get. If you haven't noticed them already, you will. You have a huge team of angels and spirit guides that are working with you to help you align with your soul. Always remember that they are there for you in all ways every day. So please call on them to give you help, guidance and support. Then be open to receiving the signs, synchronicities and messages in whatever way they come. That's very important. This journey doesn't come with a map and set of instructions at the offset. It's not designed that way. The very nature of the journey can make us feel at times like we are walking at night along an unlit path, lost and alone, not sure what lies ahead. And I expect there will be many of you that were not spiritual in any way before you met your divine masculine and had your awakening. And I know this won't apply to all of you. Some of you will have been spiritual, but a lot of you will not have been. So this awakening and realization will have knocked you sideways, even for those of you who were spiritual too. The way this journey is designed means you have to constantly trust the process, or another way of saying this is to be comfortable with the unknown. This will involve you letting the universe, the divine, do its job, if you like, to understand, trust and allow the universe has this and you. to realize the universe has a role to do, and so do you. And you just have to do your part of it, which ultimately is to be open to recognizing how this journey will transform your life, because trusting the process enables you to break free of chasing and blocking yourself, which then allows you to move forward on this journey instead of going around in circles or becoming stuck anywhere along the journey in doubt, confusion, lack, being the victim, fear. Trusting does get a whole lot easier the more you do it. So start practicing with easier and smaller things first, because when you trust the process, this journey will transform you and your life. Remember, this is a spiritual awakening you are experiencing. I hope this was helpful, and remember, you are not alone on this journey. I am here if you want more help or just to connect. Drop me an email, it's in the description box below, or if not me, there is a lot of help out there. However, please don't feel like you are alone, because there is help and support there for you. Anyway, that's all from me today. Sending you so much love and light, and blessed be.